Hello everyone and welcome to our Saturday Evening Post Week in Review. My name is Chris Wakefield and I'm the marketing manager for the Saturday Evening Post.
I'm Nicholas Gilmore and I'm a staff writer at the Post.
Troy Brownfield, also staff writer.
We have a lot to get to this week. We are back here at Metazoa Brewing Company in Indianapolis, Indiana. First of all, let me tell you, a one-year membership to the Saturday Evening Post will cost you only $15. That gets you 6 new print issues of the Post, or digital issues of the Post every single year, exclusive access to our 200-year online archive, exclusive member benefits, and a whole lot more. You can learn more over at SaturdayEveningPost.com/subscribe. Troy, it's the Christmas spirit. We're in the midst of a Christmas party here at Metazoa Brewing. You wrote a piece on Christmas lights and the history or the origins of Christmas lights.
Right. This is a piece about Edward H. Johnson. He's different than Navin R. Johnson, inventor of the optograph. This guy created electric Christmas lights, and he's got a place in history not just for that, but he's the guy that gave Edison his first job working with electricity. And then, he and Edison developed a bond, and this guy would go on to work with and for Edison for many years afterwards. And they would work at Con Ed together, the company that became Con Ed. And, Johnson was interested in different applications in Christmas decorating, and he thought, that there was a problem with, as Nick had said before we started, that people used to decorate with candles, and it was dangerous. You could only have the candles lit for a few minutes at a time, usually try to get a picture or a painting.
I still do
the
it
idea. Oh, well, so
very dangerous.
You're very reckless.
Yes.
You all have.
But he came up with the idea and commissioned them through the company, and it was just like 8 lights on a strand at a time at a circuit to start with, and it caught on, and then they started selling them a few years
Did
later.
Edison take full credit for the invention of Christmas lights also?
No.
As he is wont to do?
No, and this particular one, he let Johnson have some of the credit.
A rare moment in Edison history. Nick, do you decorate for Christmas?
No.
I'm going to move our mic up here just a little bit and ask you again, why don't you decorate for Christmas? Are you anti-Christmas lights? Or?
No, I have. I used to buy a real tree, typically on like Christmas Eve.
Wow, okay.
Because they were cheaper. They were on sale.
Right.
And usually just leave it up through January. But I haven't in recent years, just because I've been moving quite a bit.
Do you think millennials are killing Christmas lights? And I ask seriously because as you drive around in 2018, you don't see nearly as many Christmas or houses lit up for Christmas as you did 20 years ago. I know I don't.
I'm not sure about that. There was that show on
ABC.
Yeah, The Great Light Fight.
Right.
Yeah, it's
where
still
they
on.
just go to these people who just, I think one of them was 4 million Christmas lights they had on this property.
Wow.
And so I'm not ever going to do that.
Right.
But somebody does.
If you want to learn more about the history of Christmas lights, you can read Troy's piece over at SaturdayEveningPost.com. Speaking of Christmas, Nick, you have a piece up, and I still cannot pronounce it. Is it Hygge? Hygge?
Hoagie.
It's Hygge.
Hygge. What is
Christmas
Hygge?
in the hoagie?
So Hygge is a Danish concept of like coziness and creating a cozy space within your home or office or wherever.
Jail cell.
There was a pretty popular book written a few years ago by the director of the Danish Institute of Happiness. Writing about their idea of Hygge, which is all about behaving in cozy ways in your home, but also creating your home to be cozy for company, guests and your family and things like that.
And these are all low-tech type of...
Yeah, like pretty much tech isn't really
No
Hygge
tech.
at all.
No tech. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't really describe any tech as Hygge that I'm aware of.
Is there any one thing on this list that you've made that you really, really like or want?
Yeah, this is a gift guide, and I think I want a robe.
A robe.
Not a cheap robe.
No, because I've been in some good hotels with some very, very nice robes, and they make a lot of difference.
They do, and it's not something that you would ever buy for yourself. I mean, normally,
Right.
maybe, but kind of want to rope. And Neiman Marcus Prosecco Bubble Bath. If anyone just could send that to me for Christmas.
We will will give us the link to your Amazon wish list, maybe, and some nice listeners out there may give you what you want for Christmas. Are you a low tech gift giver, or do you go all out?
No, honestly, it depends. No. Well,
Marvel Blu-rays and
no, I don't like people. No, it's no. Well, I think first of all, on the comfort concept, it's easier to do it in Denmark because the government provides universal coziness. But in terms of the gift giving and stuff, I just like to get things that I think the person would like, because I think the worst thing is when you have people who buy what they want to give without any consideration of the person's personality. So I always think about the person's personality.
Okay.
And when my kids ask for things or my wife asks for things, they actually want it. It's not necessarily like a lot of extraneous stuff, especially as the kids have gotten older. My oldest son, his first pass at a Christmas list had like 3 things on it, and one of it was a book. So it's not like,
what do you do? What's your reaction when you get a really bad Christmas gift?
Thank you so much.
That's it. That's the face.
I love it. I need this.
Can you tell if you've given someone a bad Christmas gift? Like they open up and they go, "Oh."
They're like, what is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I've never given it.
Okay, well,
But I imagine
there's still time. You can read Nick's piece on Hygge and not hoagies over at SaturdayEveningPost.com. Also up at SaturdayEveningPost.com, Troy has a piece on, you're kind of chronicling the history of video games. One of the most universal gifts you can give someone, at least a guy, is video games, right? It's like a really big deal for Christmas.
Yeah, we're kind of looking at video game crazes, and a lot of them are specifically...
Girls can get video games too,
Yeah.
Don't at me.
Please, Adam.
Jeez, go ahead, sorry.
No,
I can see the emails now.
a lot of the releases historically, if you see it, and I talk about it in the article, a lot of them are November releases because they're putting them out targeted toward Christmas. But I tried to focus more on crazes, not just video games themselves, but things that were either breakthroughs or big deals, like starting with the Magnavox Odyssey in 1972, which was the first commercially available video game system. And at first it was a Sears exclusive, so you could only order it in the Sears catalog. And all that it did when you plugged it in the TV was provide a couple of dots and a line that you had plastic overlays that you stuck by static to your TV screen, and then you would negotiate the dots and the line through different mazes or whatnot to play the game, versus what we have now, which is complete insanity versus that. So I kind of go through Magnavox and Pong, and the first half, part 1, ends sort of in the mid-90s, and then I pick up part 2 with the introduction of the Pokemon game for Nintendo, and then kind of go up through Fortnite. So
Are you a gamer at all? I think I've asked this before.
I did recently play the new Super Smash Brothers.
Whoa, okay.
So, and that was something I loved as a kid. I like the new one. It's got like all the characters. It's got Jigglypuff, Zelda, Kelly Ripa. Everyone is in it. So
she really takes care of her hair.
And video games are not Hygge, though, right?
No.
Okay, just
You can sit there in your robe playing Smash Bros.
I would like Red Dead Redemption 2 for Christmas. If anyone wants to visit my Amazon wish list, that's what I'm looking for.
At WakefieldWishlist.com.
You can read Troy's piece over at SaturdayEveningPost.com. Now, one of my favorite parts of the week is coming here, sitting at this table, and talking about things that just sort of piss me off for the week. Things that get under our skin that we observe. We call it Don't At Me. Troy, do you have one for this week?
Yeah, and this is a little bit of a reversal because it's a little more positive. We like to complain about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions when they come out, whether you're really invested or not, whether you think it's worthwhile or a big deal. We talk about it, we complain about it. And I think that this year had a really solid class, which is cool. That Janet Jackson got in, Stevie Nicks, Radiohead, The Cure, The Zombies. you had some really solid people that were easily justified. It's not a group of people that people are going to complain a lot about. And I think that, in particular, Janet Jackson and The Cure were probably really overdue for their inclusion. I also really like the fact, as we were talking before, when The Cure got in, sometimes the Hall of Fame has weird things about bands that have had multiple members, and they inducted Robert Smith, of course, but about 9 other guys that have been substantial contributors since the 70s, which is great because it actually recognizes the legacy and longevity of the band, which is how you should do it. I'm still angry that Eric Carr wasn't inducted with Kiss because he was the first significant replacement. He was a contributor in terms of a songwriter. He still played in the makeup. He played on multi-platinum albums. He was a significant member of the band and yet wasn't included. So I think they've made steps to correct that kind of behavior.
I am boycotting the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year since my band, Dave Matthews Band, did not get in. I am boycotting the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I am boycotting the Grammys if they don't get a nomination this year also.
I don't think they did.
Recent album. I'm boycotting.
Post Malone got a lot of nominations.
Oh, stop. Just stop. And he'll get into the Hall of Fame too, probably. Nick,
him and his Crocs.
Anything that's getting on you.
Yeah. So I know that I've ranted before about these godforsaken scooters.
Not you.
But this is that rant, but the holiday edition. So we only have these in Indianapolis since the spring. So we are now facing up to our first winter with these trash scooters trashing our streets. And they will, because no one will ride them. Who wants to ride a scooter in the winter?
Wouldn't the companies then pull them off the streets if they're not being used when they reduce inventory, or?
Will they? Will they?
I'm not a scooter. I'm a marketing guy.
Bird, Lime, please keep your scooters off the streets.
I don't know that they have any.
How has a scooter affected your life so far since the spring?
Just when I was walking in here, a scooter insulted me.
It had a gun. Just give me all your money.
Said you look like.
Scooter mugged me.
Real quick, one thing I want to complain about this week. We're in the holiday buying season. This is one of the rare times of the year I actually walk into a store to buy something in person. Usually, most of my shopping is done online. I went to buy a pair of shoes once, and I find the shoes I want. I go to the counter, and they go, all right, cool, here are the shoes. Do you want to buy shoestrings? No. Do you want to buy socks?
Don't they come with shoestrings?
No. Do you want to buy shoe polish? No, I just want the freaking shoes I picked, and that's like the case everywhere now. I go to the gas station to buy gas. Hey, do you want to buy candy? It's on sale. No. Do you want to join our rewards club? No. Do you want to donate to the... No. I just want to give you the $20 for the gas and walk out. I am so sick and tired of these retail transactions being complicated. This is why retail is dying in places like part of the reason why Amazon is so popular. It's whiz bang and you get in and out.
Well, 2 things. It's like everybody's trying to be GameStop.
Yes.
Because that used to be.
How are they doing nowadays?
Yeah, that was the knock on GameStop. They're always trying to sell you a membership, a gift card, etc., that you couldn't just buy something and leave.
And walk out.
But there's also a trend going on, depending on what retail sites you visit, of them trying to add something to your cart. You put in your items
double check.
And you proceed to check out, and it's like, would you also like socks and underwear? Would you also like this matching thing?
Right.
And that's a problem. Like you said, if you're not paying close attention, you might spend an extra $10, $20 on something you didn't intend to. But there's no reason for that because most online shopping is specifically targeted.
Right.
During Christmas season, you might go to Amazon and put like 10 things in a shopping cart because you're trying to buy for everybody all at once. But most of the year, it's like, I'm going because I need this thing. And
it's annoying.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Nick, where can we find you online?
I am on Twitter at Darwin Jr. with a Y.
Also on Twitter at Troy Brown.
And you can find me at Wakefield Report and find me post everywhere online at Saturday Evening Post. Again, remember, a 1-year membership to the Post, 1 whole year, costs only $15. And if you subscribe now, you also get a free Norman Rockwell 2019 calendar with your membership. SaturdayEveningPost.com/subscribe for the magazine and a whole lot more. That's all we have this week from Metal Brewing. We will see you all next week.